Hi, welcome to Away Again Travel with Nona and Bob, and come and see where we've been and where we're going. I'd love to share with you all the ways that I spend Bob's points and miles. It's one of my favorite things to do. So, as I've mentioned earlier, we have flown to Abu Dhabi from Boston, and we have spent a few days here in this wonderful city. I will say I have been very delighted in experiencing their culture, experiencing just even the heat, which is kind of an odd thing to say, but I've really enjoyed visiting somewhere that is just really different than where I'm from and what I know. And so I've really enjoyed learning all that I can while I've been here. So this is our review on the Conrad. It's located in the Etihad Towers in Abu Dhabi. And as you could see, we've had a beautiful view. We've been up on the 51st floor because we're Diamond Status. They did upgrade us, which I'll let Bob tell you a little bit more about how to get Diamond Status and all of that. But I've really enjoyed. The room was exceptional, from the bed, from the linens on the bed, to, of course, the Conrad robes that are just awesome everywhere you go when you stay at a Conrad. The service was excellent. We always had fresh water brought to our bedroom every day. We had fruit brought in. But everywhere you go in this hotel, it screams luxurious. From the light fixtures, from people cleaning the banisters, there was not a speck of dust anywhere. And you would think in a country that has a lot of sand, you would think you would see a lot of dust or sand or just dirt. And to be honest, we saw nothing like that. Very, very clean. I was very happily surprised at that. But again, the room was wonderful. It was very spacious. One of the biggest rooms I think we've ever stayed in any country. They did upgrade us to a junior suite. And so we've been feeling like royalty being up here on the 51st floor. Now, coming from a person who doesn't like elevators, I did brave it, and I've enjoyed that too. The elevators were really nice, air conditioning in the elevator, which I thought was helpful. And it also, the two end ones were glass, so you could see outside, which I loved doing that at night, so that you could see all the lights of Abu Dhabi. It was really nice. And so for a person who's claustrophobic and doesn't like that kind of thing, I really did enjoy it. But overall, it was a great experience. It's a newer building. It was built in the 90s, but pristine. I mean, not a fingerprint on a single item or anything. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. The service has been excellent. The restaurants have been really good. We've gotten the Diamond, because we're Diamond members, we've gotten this special breakfast every morning that I think if you're not a Diamond member would cost us $50. So it's pretty expensive for a breakfast. But this breakfast bar literally had every authentic food from any country that you were interested in. It had just an excellent spread, a very large, and then you also could order off the menu. So, of course, we did both while we were here. So it was really enjoyable, but definitely a good breakfast. Fresh breads, fresh fruits, and then depending on what country you're from, you would have something from your own area. So it was excellent, excellent. We also went down to the pool and enjoyed. They open. They have a kind of a young kid pool that is like an affinity pool, but then they also have an adult pool that you're able to enjoy until 8 o'clock. And then they have also a beachfront area. All of these areas here have beachfronts. Now, be mindful, the sand is hot, the ground is hot until you get to it. We wanted to put our feet in the Persian Gulf, so we did go out there and do that. However, we did the pool more because it was closer, and with the heat, you have to be mindful of where you're walking and what you're prepared for. They also had water stations, which I thought was interesting. Obviously, I would think getting dehydrated is a big deal here, so they had ready water stations in many places. So I'm going to let Bob give you some ideas on how much it cost and what points he used and how we got our status and all of that. But please check us out again. We're at Away Again Travel. See where Nona and Bob are going to next and how we like to spend his points.
Okay, so we've stayed in a few Waldorf Astorias and Conrads through the years, but this one has been outstanding. And I'll tell you, the pools were so enjoyable. There's several different ones, infinity pools. It was just really a nice experience. The lobby is magnificent. The towers are just world famous and just so nice. And right across, I believe, from the King's Palace here in United Arab Emirates. So it's just been a great experience. Now, the reason that we got upgraded to this room, and this stay, we paid for this stay, and I'll tell you why. We stayed here 2 nights, and it was only about $350 for the 2 nights. But because we have the Hilton Aspire card, that's $550 a year, but it gives a free night certificate, and it also gives 2 $200 credits at Hilton Resorts once a year. So we're going to pay $350, and then I'm going to get $200 back. So really, this stay cost us at a massively luxurious property that cost us only about $75 a night. And for that, we got free breakfast every morning, and because they don't have a lounge, they offer Diamonds a reception hour, I think they call it a happy hour, and there was food and there was things to drink there. And I mean, the food was a full meal. So really, the days that you're in the hotel, if you're Diamond status, you get free food the whole day. It is absolutely fantastic. So if you're interested in the Hilton Aspire, we'll have a link down below. If you choose to use that link, it helps support the channel, and we appreciate it very, very much.
Please hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you here next time.